here I'm an investment advisor at Sterling Crest. I've been working on a deal with a client, John Smith. The deal is in its final stages, everything is agreed, and now I just need to get the contract signed. Traditionally, this is where I would jump out of Salesforce. I would log into OneSpan Sign, I would manually upload the document, type in John's details, and then send it off. And once John would have completed all the documents, I would have manually downloaded the signed documents and then uploaded them to the opportunity in Salesforce. But I don't need to do that anymore. So what you see here is a Salesforce opportunity representing the deal with John Smith. John Smith is already a part of the contact list for this opportunity. Now I want to send the document for John Smith for signing, and I go ahead and quickly prepare a transaction. I enter all the relevant details before moving on to the next step, which is adding the document. So I could add a document which is part of the opportunity, or I could also upload any additional files from my local drive. The next step, I'm adding a convention that will allow me to populate a Salesforce field based on John's input. The next step, I need to add John as a signer on this transaction. I simply select John Smith, who is already a part of the contact list. Now, this is a time-sensitive agreement, so I want to enable SMS notifications, and I go ahead and do that. I provide the phone number on which the notification for signing will be sent. So now the document has been added, the signer has been added, and I move to the next step to prepare the document. I'll go ahead and add all the necessary fields for John, starting with first the signature field, then the signer name, which will be auto-populated, the signing date, which will again be auto-populated, and lastly, the order number that I need from John. Now the transaction has been signed, and I can also recall and review the document. You can see that John now received an SMS notification as well as an email notification. So John decides to start from his email, and he accesses the transaction. Goes through the consent and the disclosure document before accessing the document that needs his review and signatures. After he has reviewed, he signs the document, provides the necessary information, and then completes signing. John can, of course, review and download the documents as well. Now let's go back to Salesforce. And we see that the transaction has now been completed and all signing has also been completed. Now, going back to the opportunity from where we sent the document for signing, you can see that the signed document as well as the evidence summary has been attached to the opportunity. This is the signed document. And now we will look at the evidence summary, which provides a full audit of all the actions done by John. So this is the opportunity view, and you can see the order number field, which has been populated with the information that John provided. You also have access to a list view of all the transactions that were sent from Salesforce for signing, and you can also see the status here for the recent transaction that we sent.